What I've always known and continue to stand firmly on is that my experiences make me who I am today. They have contributed to my wisdom, my drive to overcome, and my ability to succeed. Even when I don't always get it right, every new day I'm blessed to see is another opportunity to do the work to embrace my journey to become amazing on purpose. Believing that I am amazing on purpose means that I don't live my life with apology, nor do I have the need to confirm or minimize who I am to please others. I have learned to recognize and own who I am, good, bad, flawed, and all. However, there are still times when I look in the mirror and I have an instant flashback to, I hate her. I hate when she shows up because she ruins everything. Just when I think I have it all under control, here she comes messing up a good time. She is that homely, insecure little girl that never thought she was good enough. No matter how she dressed up or learned to cover herself in makeup to mask her pain, no matter how much you compliment her or tell her she's beautiful, she does not think she's pretty or worthy of such compliments. She is the reason I tend to hold myself back from true confidence or feeling a true sense of pride over my accomplishments. I really hate her. I've always hated her. I hate that I continue to equate my current feelings and experiences to the characteristics that make up that little girl on the wall. The day when the ugly truth was revealed about my experience is a more vivid memory than the continued sexual abuse I endured at the sick and demented hands of my family member. I spent many years trying to erase the memory of being called downstairs and forced to stand up against the eggshell-colored, dingy wall with my head pointed down at the old grass-colored green carpet. It was right there that my mother demanded that I explain why I did not say something sooner. These demands were followed by clear instructions to never repeat this to anyone, ever. I don't recall how long this interaction lasted, nor do I remember very much about what happened after. I just know that when I was given permission to finally go back upstairs, a huge part of my heart, my dreams, and my self-esteem, all in the shape of an 8-year-old little girl, blended in with the stained wall. So began my hate for both her and the wall. As my life went on, I subconsciously harbored feelings of abandonment and a lack of protection. I became a master of ignoring anything that reminded me of my childhood. My rule for life was as follows. I would do as I was told. I would act like it didn't happen. I would act like it didn't hurt me. I would act like I was not scarred by the things I was exposed to, the things I saw, the things I felt, and the things I was forced to do. I would ignore the pain, frustration, and embarrassment that I felt. I would go on with my life and I would become my own protector. Becoming my own protector meant that only I could fix or manage circumstances in my life. One of the first situations that I fixed was to erase the physical detection of the insecure child who became an insecure teenager. I learned very early on how to put on makeup and put on a mask to become a pseudo-confident young lady who was perceived by others to really have it together. I always loved makeup and how I felt when I made my whole face up. This was the perfect way to mask the little girl in me who never thought she was pretty. The little girl who could not have been pretty because if she were, all of those ugly things would never have happened. In my mind, if I were pretty, maybe I would have been hugged and kissed more, and maybe I would have been protected and nurtured the way every little girl dreams of. I never thought that I was as attractive as others, so I fixed it with makeup. I would look in the mirror and see every flaw. It wasn't long before I could not stand the sight of my face without makeup. Makeup allowed me to mask my pain and face the world. It gave me a false sense of confidence and allowed me to at least look like I had it all together. What started out as episodes of unexplained nervousness turned into full-blown anxiety attacks at home, while out running errands, and at work. I began to feel like I could not handle the everyday stress of life. I would get upset, be nervous, or burst into tears because of the most minor things. I did my best to hide what I was feeling because that would mean removing my mask. However, it wasn't long before the attacks began to get worse. My symptoms included an extremely fast heartbeat, shaky hands, and feeling like the world was closing in on me. I knew there was something wrong going on inside my body long before it showed physically. Day in and day out, I felt things changing, but yet I still put on the mask. I had to keep it together. I couldn't bear the thought of having to explain something that I didn't understand. My levels of anxiety were building. Everything made me nervous. My emotions were out of control. The slightest things either angered me or made me cry. I felt weak. I felt lost. I felt like I was losing my mind. I felt sad most of the time, and then the physical pain started. I began to feel achy in different parts of my body and sometimes in every part of my body at the same time. I could not explain why my back, neck, legs, arms, and head hurt for no apparent reason, so I hid it from the people in my life. On the days that the pain was so bad that I couldn't even concentrate or think straight, I hid. I hid until the physical changes and the changes in my personality were so obvious that I could no longer avoid the stares or questions. In my improved state of mental and physical health, I was finally able to reflect and embrace all the experiences in my life as a part of my journey. I took the final step in truly forgiving myself, and I committed to loving the whole me, past, present, and future. One tangible effort I took in accomplishing this was to write a detailed love letter to myself that I read often. It reminds me of how far I've come and the work that continues to be done every day. Dear DaVita, I'm writing this letter to you to let you know that I love you and I forgive you. I forgive you for all the years that you did not put you first, for all the years that you did not take the time to properly take care of you. I forgive you for spending way too much time being unhappy while trying to please and be accepted by others. I forgive you for carrying the guilt of your childhood for so long until you could see the physical effects of the guilt on your body. I forgive you for not seeing and appreciating your inner and outer beauty for so many years. But I want you to know how proud I am that you have turned your life around and now see yourself as the humble, loving, and amazing woman you are. I am proud of the voice that you have found to advocate for yourself and for other women whose voices remain hidden. I love you for being determined to love your daughter the way you weren't loved as a child. I am proud of the example you've chosen to be for her and God. You are strong, intelligent, loving, thoughtful, productive, motivating, prayerful, and amazing on purpose. Love, DaVita.